Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Conversation. This is your host Shiv. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So we have some interesting news coming out into cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. As you can see on my screen, Europe's first Bitcoin mutual fund launched by Tobam. Now, mutual fund, that's very interesting, especially after the CME Group announced Bitcoin futures, which is likely to go on trade by December 11. This is just news on CoinDesk, not confirmed yet, but they are presuming that this will Bitcoin futures will be traded from December 11. And so you have Bitcoin futures, now you have Bitcoin mutual fund. And at the same time, we're going to talk about this news of JP Morgan now getting into Bitcoin futures as well. Once upon a time, JP Diamond called Bitcoin as a fraud, and his bank now getting into Bitcoin futures. So let's go ahead, all this news. Thank you so much for coming back once again. In case you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe so that you're updated on this news on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin on a daily basis. I will also be attending a small blockchain meetup today around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Make sure if you can come on live, make sure you do that. I'll be doing some live telecast from there. All right, so let's get into today's news. So we have Bitcoin price coming down a little bit from 8,400 to $8,000 now. We saw the Bitcoin was about 8,300 yesterday. So there's a slight drop in the price. Ethereum now finally crossing $400, which is amazing. Bitcoin Cash soaring high to $1,686. Now, one of the reason I will definitely give this to, of course, I would like to share this. The Roger Ver, as you know him, it is also called the Jesus of Bitcoin. He's been talking highly about Bitcoin Cash, and this was one of the event organized recently, and this CN Macy and things like that. He's been wearing this T-shirt, Bitcoin Cash, please, and saying that maybe Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin, and he definitely have a very great influence on the community. And as we can see, the Bitcoin cash price really soaring high. So whether Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin, whether it will turn opposite, I have not sure. That's too early to say that, but still Bitcoin Cash soaring high. So maybe Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash both will be moving upwards. You never know that. So Dash again is doing fantastic, 564 US dollar, not bad at all. And the total market cap is about $254 billion, and with 52% of Bitcoin dominance. So that's the cryptocurrency market cap. Let's look at this Europe's announcement. So one of the city or country in Paris announced that they will now be trading into first Bitcoin mutual fund, and especially looking at the price surge from $1,000 to $8,300 this year for Bitcoin. Now, I also found something very interesting that I would like to share. So when you search about Bitcoin mutual fund on Google, you will come across this article here. Let me share. Now, this is very scary for sure. As you can see, Bitcoin Tata mutual fund. Now, Tata has not come up with any mutual fund so far, as long as I know. If you have information on this, guys, please do share. But as per my knowledge, I don't think Tata has ever come up with a Bitcoin mutual fund. And this is very shocking to see this here. And in fact, once you download this article here, let it open up in a bit. So this is, see, as you can see here, Bitcoin Tata mutual fund. Now this is very shocking. Is this true? I'm sure this is not. This is just a PowerPoint somebody had made and put it on the Google. But however, there is no Tata mutual fund announcement as yet that they are coming into Bitcoin mutual fund. Maybe in future, but not as yet. So I thought I'll keep you guys updated on this. Just make sure that you share with the other guys as well, that I don't think this is really true, and just to make sure that nobody gets cheated by giving away their Bitcoin to somebody who is ready to steal your Bitcoins. And these are the kind of things that you need to be really careful about. Now, the first mutual fund is going to be opened by a company in Paris, and this is what they have announced. But we will still have to see how that works. And this especially comes out after CME Group announced that they will be trading Bitcoin futures from December 11 is the tentative date. Whether it's going to be December 11th or it's going to be in the 2018, not really sure about that. But as of now, they have given the December 11 CME's Bitcoin futures trade. And if this happens on December 11, I do see Bitcoin price touching the next milestone. If you look at the Max Kaiser, one of the venture capitalists, and he is very bullish on Bitcoin. He went on to say that Bitcoin will touch 100,000 bit per Bitcoin. Just imagine about this. I would like to definitely know your opinion on what you think. Will Bitcoin really touch this price? Uh, so so one of the debate we might have that Bitcoin cannot touch this price. Some other cryptocurrency will take this because Bitcoin transactions are very high. To which he answered that Bitcoin is not made for transaction. Bitcoin is just like gold. Consider this like gold 2.0. And if you want any cryptocurrency for the daily transaction, why don't you go for Dash and other cryptocurrencies which help you, which have a smaller transactions fee which you can trade on a daily basis. But let Bitcoin be gold 2.0, that is only for storage and not for the daily transactions, which is interesting and weird again. But let's hope. I wouldn't mind at all Bitcoin going at $100,000 for sure, guys. Another news I would like to share that the Russian banker says that don't ban Bitcoin. Now, Russia has been one of the funny countries which have been changing their decision. Their finance minister have a different opinion. Their prime minister have a different opinion. The banker have a different opinion. They have changed their decision rapidly when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. He says that don't ban Bitcoin because anyway these guys are adopting blockchain technology. So they are coming up with a crypto ruble, which is built on blockchain. And he says don't ban Bitcoin. And similar news for those who actually, on our live sessions also, I do see people saying that what if India bans Bitcoin, or what if any country ban Bitcoin. Now this is the live example that I would like to share with you. This is a very good article. I'm going to leave the link of all of these in the description below. He says that even if the cryptocurrencies may be banned, thus of the mainstream, but it does not mean that they have died in the social republic. There have been other ways of trading and working with cryptocurrencies, and which is so true. I mean, you really don't have to be dependent on the Bitcoin exchanges only to be traded in Bitcoin. You have things like localbitcoins.com, wherein no matter which country you belong to, you can just simply choose your country, like United Kingdom, India, or whatever country. You can find a local buyer and a seller of a Bitcoin, so which can be done off trade as well. Not necessarily you have to go through an exchange, and it is very difficult to track really that who holds a Bitcoin and who does not. So in my opinion, what I really think that what can be done is the exchanges can be regulated. Probably the initial coin offerings can be regulated, but trying to ban Bitcoin will be really funny and foolish thing that any country will ever decide to do. And this is the live example of China. Even though the cryptocurrency exchanges are banned, the trade Bitcoin trade is on a rise because people want to trade more, as Bitcoin is a global commodity. So it's a live example for any other country if they are still thinking of doing something like that. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do share your opinion on this mutual fund thing, and also make sure that you inform people that this is not a Tata mutual fund as yet, so that nobody gets into this trap. It's very important that people who are aware safeguard other people from getting into scams and things like that. And also share opinion about JP Morgan now reportedly getting into Bitcoin futures. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch my live video at about 3 o'clock or maybe 3:34 when I go live on this blockchain meetup in Mumbai, and so that I can show you some live happenings, live activity from there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Have a nice day.